What's up, family? Our word today comes from Isaiah chapter 28, verses 23 through 29. And within this chapter, there's a lot to unpack. So to quickly sum it up, Israel wasn't serving the Lord how they were called to, and they had to face some judgment for that. And we hear about some of the plans that God has for them. Now, within the chapter, as we move forward, we get to verse 23. We get to this great description of a farmer and the wisdom and knowledge he has in planting his crops and yielding the results he wants. It talks about how the farmer doesn't just plow the land for nothing, but that eventually he begins to sow. He begins to sow the black cumin, scatter the cumin around, plant the wheat in rows, puts the barley in the appointed places, and puts the rye in its places. In verse 26, he talks about how the farmer has the understanding of how to navigate and cultivate the needs of each and every seed. He talks about how a heavy sledge is never used to thresh black cumin. Rather, it is beaten lightly with a stick. He talks about how a threshing wheel is never rolled on cumin, and instead it is beaten lightly with the flail. He talks about how grain for bread is easily crushed, so he doesn't keep on pounding it, thresh it under the wheels of a cart, and doesn't pulverize it. And as we read this, what we see is this great picture of this farmer having an understanding of what to do with his crops and being very calculated with how he treats each one. Having the understanding of the exact treatment each seed needs to bear fruit and what type of threshing it can withstand. Family, I love this because it's such a beautiful parallel of how God knows exactly what we need in our lives and what we can withstand in this world. Just how the farmer understood how the seeds needed to be planted a certain way and what that seed could withstand and what type of treatment it needed to produce fruit, our Father knows the same with us. He knows exactly what you need in your life. He knows what you need to go through and what will grow you. He knows how you need to be handled. He knows how many trials and tribulations you can withstand without breaking. He knows the calculated formula for your life to be all He has called you to be. Family, as children of the Most High, we have to have faith that our Lord, our master farmer, knows exactly what type of working we need in our lives to produce the fruit for the kingdom. Fam, we got to know that a lot of times the threshing in our lives is needed as these things that we go through are for our growth and to get us closer to that fruit. Now, in verse 23, he gives us a key to understand and see how God is working in our lives. It states very simply, give ear and hear my voice, listen and hear my speech. So, fam, word of encouragement as you go through life and experience some things that don't seem to make sense or make you uncomfortable, trust the master farmer. He knows what you need. He knows what you can withstand. He is a great and loving Father that diligently takes care of each and every one of us. Sometimes we just got to pay attention and see. I love you guys. Shalom. Peace.